And I think this actually brings me to my next question. So, why launch Lemonade? Is it as easy with your product to build something as just building or launching a lemonade stand business?
That's the idea. It's your first AI lemonade stand. The I mean, like I think the complexity comes from the fear of the unknown. Because it's so new and nascent and still, especially for a lot of non-technical people, choosing a language model, even if it's just a click of a button, or like upload or using a web scraper tool or uploading files. No one has touched these spaces apart from developers up until now. But now we're giving the ability for people to use RAG and a language model, and they never had to develop anything. That's powerful. I mean, to developers and maybe technical product managers, it's like this is now easy. Like you can literally just get an API from somewhere or purchase like a tool, and then you can build something up. But for non-technical users, the ability to actually scrape websites or use knowledge bases and glue it up on top of a language model is revolutionary. That's insane.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so I forgot the question now, but um yeah, but it is about that. It is about making it so easy. Our first line was it's as easy as pie. You literally just press buttons, type in English, and you've got like your AI agent that can monetize for you.
Yeah. So, was there a moment or maybe a testimonial that made you stop and think, this is way bigger than I expected?
So many, but one that that stays with me is, and this is not just one person. There's multiple of them where they started building with us over a year ago, and then now they're being asked around London to speak at conference as an AI expert. I mean, that's they started with me and say, I have no idea what this thing is, but I'm curious and I want to try it out. And they messaged me like, Shen, I just got invited to speak as an expert in this conference. Like there was an accountant. So she's an accountant and she's been using Launch Lemonade for a while. And then she messaged me and she was like, I'm now an AI expert in my field in accounting. I think that's quite special.
That's right.
That's really cool. So you also mentioned that you're allowing non-technical people to actually become a little bit more technical, right? So what is the toughest challenge you're facing right now? Helping non-technical people to explore the AI agents and getting closer to those like technologies that they never heard about or never touched before.
Bugs. The bugs, and they're like, what is this? It's not working. No, apart from the bugs, it's that like uh there are two, I'm sure there are many, but I'm going to mention there are two types of people that matter in this conversation. You got people who will know that we're just at the beginning stages of this technology, and there are people who think that it's the most magical thing on earth and it should work amazing, magically. And if it doesn't work, it's like, well, this isn't, I thought there was an agent. So that is the hard thing. The second persona is they expect so much because we talk about AGI. Mark Zuckerberg's talking about super intelligence. Sam Altman saying 5 PhDs in your pocket, and then they give it a try and they're like, this doesn't do anything. So yeah, it's just that kind of like that hand holding and managing people's expectations as to what it actually can do now is the toughest thing.
Mhm. Yeah. So people throw around big promises, and you just mentioned that some people have, different expectation. Yeah. Uh, but specifically about no code AI, and some of them don't hold up. What's one misconception about no code AI that really bother you?
The one misconception about no code AI that's bothering me right now, I mean, I'm quite, like I think that's probably the better question is what's bothering other people right now is that it's easy and cheap. Now, no code AI often means if you're not using Launch Lemonade, it's managing APIs, and you will have to, configure these things and manage the costs. And the building, actually, no code AI allows you to, so that's one thing, is managing the cost. It's not it, it can be cheap, but if you do it wrong, it can be very expensive and it can be very confusing. However, actually, the bigger issue with no code AI is that just because you have a product doesn't mean you're going to get customers. I think that's the biggest misconception of any sort of build, is that you think, okay, I can build a website lovable, or I can build like a product on base 44. And then all of a sudden, like, why are the customers not coming? So the biggest misconception is, no, the actual work is finding customers that will try out your app and pay you for using your application.